you get to actually keep that. So the secret is, if you fight for your limitations, you get to keep them. But if you challenge them, you get to lose them. That's why it's really to defend my limitations. Right now, is just fake my Judah. Right now.
I don't justify.
Right now, but you see, if you want to look for an excuse not to do something, that's why it's known once then what? Man, we need to help people. As to find out but I'll go no that's why I'm broke. As making sense. In fact, Munumkuru akata say I'll go no na simba roti ndakafirwa ndakarambwa ndakachitwa azvitaurwi. Is the reason why your life is not moving. Get tired of excuses and begin to be serious.
How do you deal with all of that you have gone through? Because it's a reality.
Yeah, it is.
People are going through a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of loss, and all of these things. So what happens?
Can I tell you one thing? There is a phase for mourning.
Mourning phase.
But phase yako inotanga 2000 to 2020 mourning yeruziwe. Shawan, let's be honest with you. You can't be mourning for the rest of your life. That's one of the things. Remember what happened with Samuel when...
Nice to know that you're tuned in. And every Wednesday, as you know, we get to hang out with advocate Arthur Marara. Barua to some.
Yes.
He's an author, he's a life and success coach, and he's my friend. Good morning.
My Judah, it's always an honor joining you, and thank you so much for inviting me.
So lovely to hang out with you. And today we are looking at hashtag Ndameta, hashtag Neta.
You're right. I just want to give you a quick rundown because I believe the purpose of hashtag is to draw people's attention to a particular point. And we started with hashtag be serious. So you see, if you're not serious with your life, no one is going to be serious for you.
Here.
And we need to help each other so that people can be more and more serious. In other words, if you want to experience serious results, begin to be serious with your life. And we also did hashtag Rongeka. Be organized. Ukasarongeka unoita mizo kuna wakati wakarongeka.
Oh yeah.
Utakonze asikuda nemari anonyima iwe asikunyima mari yako mani mari yake. So we need to correct that as well. Then hashtag kwana. Kudola usta kwana majuda. Just a recap. Ukaona urubuka mzupu kone iPhone. Ndiwanda kagadzira chirongwa ichi. Then hashtag itaasha. We need to help each other to get to a level where you begin to be angry at the status quo and you begin to focus on shifting and changing your life. Remember, I also did hashtag desire more. You deserve more, but it just doesn't happen. You need to actually make things happen. It also did nothing is permanent, and I think we talked about the 24
I like that one.
It has no offense. So you see, nothing went viral. But the point we're trying to help people is also to begin to become very confident. Then hashtag Urumtengesi. It's one of the critical components we need to develop and teach people the art of selling. If you're not selling anything, you're not making money. So you see, right now, many people are complaining. They're not selling anything, but they just want money, which I think is witchcraft. So if you're not selling anything and praying for money, that's witchcraft. Sell something.
And wana chako chekukwidza usangochema kuti zvinhu zviri kukwira kwa iwewo uri kukwidzawo chi hanzi mumire basa rekukwidza chi makati
matrials nevolume TV. So topatiri kuti tsvagawo chako chokukwidza ndokutengesa. Then we opened the year this year with hashtag change. If you want to experience change in your life, you need to change. Then I remember last time I came, hashtag do something. Nas ngatitaure nyaya dzakuneta. You see, my Judah, what they need is not even motivation. If you're going in the wrong direction, you don't need motivation, you need to stop. So you see, one concept of kuneta is what we're often talking about. And you see, but you need to get to a point where unoneta kuneta. That is being sick and tired of being sick and tired. So you see, one of the things that really challenged me, I was watching a movie, I told you about it. Of course, many people find it scary, called Apocalypto. There's a guy called Jaguar Paul. That guy inspires me. So for the greater part of his life, he was running away from the people who wanted to kill him.
Yeah.
Running away until one day he goes over a waterfall, and guess what? He identifies himself. I am jaguar paw. I am a hunter. This is my forest. And guess what? This really inspired me. You need to stop running. Get tired, Neta, of just running. And mind you, I want to be very offensive here. There are two things in life. It's either you're chasing or you're being chased. And this is what many people are doing every day. They are just running. There are two things in life, my Judah. It's either you are hunting or you are the hunted. And right now, as we speak, many people right now, they are hunted. No offense. $20. Right now, as we speak, somebody is listening to me, I should drive a motor bus, I should not have $20. So it's either you're making someone rich or you're making yourself rich.
Hey.
It's either your sweat is making you rich or it's making someone rich. Those are the two things of life. And it's either you're running or you're making someone run. So I want you to figure out, those who watch this movie, you know, I realized something. You can't be running forever. You can't. At one point in time, and this is the point that I want to encourage people, you need to stop. Kutomira, my Judah. Because to be honest, if you're not careful, in this economy, unomuka ukaswera uchimanya. Right now, kune wana unomukira utsvaga mari. Kwete mari yokuti ashandiseka, mari yokubhadhara rent, yokuti mumwe munhu aite mari. That's why mumwe munhu pray, Father, breakthrough. It's a breakthrough so that you can make someone experience a financial breakthrough. Ooh. So, why am I speaking like this? My Judah, this particular message, I will not go and speak it in Ganzi, and I'm not out of America. Because the economy is different.
Okay.
It's different. No, hakuna makisi of you, hakuna zvonzwa, hakuna. In fact, zvatozara. In fact, imari yako ndio inopera. But why do I need to speak to this? Because in Zimbabweans, one of the things that we have learned and mastered consistently is the art of justifying the status quo. In other words, mdara zvinhu zvakadhakwa, hazvichinji, hapana todi, ndabotraya zvaramba. This is the common language that you hear. When you tell someone, you can actually stop. You can actually start doing something. So stop justifying the status quo. Stop defending the present. So if your bank balance is dubious, stop defending it. One of the things I'm not in the battery of my Judah, actually, Mark saying, this is the country that we live in. Yokuti ukadautara kuti tiri kutambura usafunga kuti unoshaya vanhu vanokuanza vakawanda strike vanokudza kuti mdaraka iwe utori nani indatongopinda mugumbezi at least utori negumbezi. But you see, we need to help each other to stop justifying the status quo and defending the present, and to stop fighting for limitations. In other words, I can't wake up every day and justify why one hour in a swimming pool. You can't wake up every day and justify why we take a lifestyle very dubious. You need to stop. And you see, one of the interesting principles in life, my Judah, is what you fight for, you get to keep. In other words, if you fight to defend why Rutambera $20, and you fight to indicate kuti Saul is dethroned, Samuel was mourning until God says, "Now, wake up, go to Bethlehem." That's where he met David. Because the principle is simple. Look at David. When he prays for the child to get healed, the child is not healed. Even God himself tells David, the next thing the child dies, and when David hears the news that the child is dead, what does he do? He collects himself. He says, "No, I knew possibly that God could hear me and restore him. But now that he's dead, I rather collect myself." Guess what? It's after the death of the child that Solomon was born. Meaning you can't stop, you can't continue mourning. You're blocking a Solomon for you. So get up. Get up.
A lot of people are dwelling and trying to resurrect things that have already died.
You're right.
And exerting energy, resources, emotions, and all other things.
On dead things.
On dead things.
So the best gift you can give to dead things is to bury them.
It's true.
No matter if your dead thing is embalmed, whether it's in a golden coffin,
you need
bury it. Whether it's diamond, whatever, you need to bury it. Why? Because it's dead. That's why immediately if a person dies, the first thing you need to contact is not necessarily a funeral home. Bury it. So this is what we need to help people to learn to bury the past, so that you need to realize, my Judah, if Judah is going to have the future that he wants, you are not going to remind Judah of his past. No. You need to start grooming him and say, "Judah, you are a champion. Judah, you're a great person." We all have stories. But guess what? It's what you do with your stories. That's very important. So, what do I want people to do? Is to do like Jaguar Paw did.
Anzizvoni, but advocate, pane chidonzi depression. Munhu anotodawo kutobetserwa. You feel like doing nothing. Sometimes munhu anotoda kutoitwa counseling chaiyo, which is true. It is a reality.
Good. I talked about the money phase. No phase you to react to batsrani. Simple. It's one thing, mind you, that to be in depression. Unfortunately, my brother is into psychiatry. It's one thing to be into depression and to deny it. It's another thing to be in depression and to admit it. But once you admit that you're in depression, look for help.
Yes.
Because, mind you, let me be very honest with you. Whether you're depressed or not, life has caused mirror. Check your age right now. Check your age. Do you think it's rude? Let's be honest. Because, mind you, we need to be very practical. You see, anybody who's at a funeral, yes, to not shame, but one of the urgent things is to bury. Why? Because we need, this is the transition, this is life. And my life at Tangi the same. We all have different experiences. But the most important thing, my Judah, is to gather yourself up. Sometimes you need other people. Enroll. Rope in other people to help you. But it's one thing what has no chagat, then you don't engage other people. Please. That's why we got these shows. And let's talk about it so that phase your morning and life has to continue.
I like what you said on your daily inspirational platform. You said when the winds of change blow,
yep,
some people build walls and others build windmills.
Good. So windmills is now going to act as a power source. So you can power water, you can even power and create electricity. So it's what you do with adversity. This is what we need people to do. This is what you do with adversity. So what am I challenging people? I want you to learn to turn the tables. Stop running. Because right now, Panamu, mind you, the Arungomuka, Arungotino, Maritokindai, Neo and Srokwana, the Dakuna Rogo Rain, Lendo Darta Chindens, this is your asthma testimony, Kupusa. Maritokindai in a breakthrough, Ronti Simbisa. You a breakthrough, you pay out about $20 now. When I'm $600, when do the breakthrough by $20? Guys, we need to help each other.
Can I tell you something that happened? I wish Nikki was still in the studio.
Yeah.
There's a friend of ours, Aka Kwara. And he was wailing and crying and everything. You know what? I got a hospital bill. Then I reached out, wallet $20. She can say $20. You know, I just dropped my money and I said, I'm not going to do this.
Yeah.
Why are we like that? Do you know what I mean? Because this is someone that I know would be drinking left, right, and center. This person is eating Kuba restaurant. Even I don't even go and eat at those restaurants. But they're crying and saying, I've got a $20 hospital bill and I just may lose my toe.
Imagine.
Like, why would you lose your toe over $20?
So
I thought he was not serious. This is why I did not then stretch out my hand. Was I wrong?
No, you're not supposed to.
Doc, was I wrong? Just nod.
Wow. You went wrong.
See, I was wrong.
Can I help you, my dear? Under the hashtag Neta,
Yes.
Ndameta or Neta, one of the things about this Neta is to be used.
I refuse.
Refuse. Kune vanu hama. I need to repeat this. Kune hama ma parasites. I need to repeat this point. Kune ma friends ma parasites. Anokufunga otsvaga numbers dzako ari pachipande. Paari kutamba chipisa akufungi.
Hey.
We need to help each other. Kuti, Shaman, inini kana usana nditsvaga zvako zvichifaya, usana nditsvaga zvako zvadhakwa. As a matter of fact, I don't want to hear from you. Ndoda kukunzwa chiti zviri sei, full stop. Kwete zviri sei, ndione $100. Atitambi level rakapusa kudaro. So one of the things about tidzidzise vanhu ramba kushandiswa. Ndokuneta wati kutaura netawo kushandiswa. It's one thing to have a good word, and it's another thing kushandiswa.
I think you need to break it down.
Yeah, because you see, it's a good heart. No, I just hope. Batsira no batsirika. Positive one. I need to find a border on a piece. Alright, let me give you something. Majula, have you ever had a call from somebody? I'm not saying a number. I don't come mari. What was that?
Number, yeah?
I wanna contact you, but you know what I know phone nira. Very long time. I would marry.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
Good.
So you can't even see my status on WhatsApp, but you want to see me when you want money, man. Dok Shandis, what about Tutinetao, Ramba? You see, guys, Tika Kwanza goods and I choke what it is no better. I don't want to diaspora.
But there's just no break it in my relationships.
But what break out of and ignoring me. So what's special?
Or maybe what if you are just called to be
on social media platforms? Like and follow for more inspirational content.
Thank you so